Hi guys, welcome back to your favorite channel, Interview Cheats. So I'm back with a new topic. So this topic is all about how Java program is executed behind the scenes. So this is the basic question. This kind of questions on these topics can be asked from anyone, like fresher, intern, irrespective of your experience. This is one of the basic and the most expected questions. So let's start. So first we'll start with some concepts for you understand uh, how does the your Java program is executed behind the scenes. So first of all is compiler versus interpreter. Compiler is something which converts the entire source code into machine code or bytecode in one go. Then we have an interpreter which converts into line by line. When we talk about Java, Java language uses both compiler and interpreter. So basically, in an interview, somebody can ask you, tell me the difference between compiler and interpreter, or how is it being used in Java, and or maybe the question can come like, if interpreter converts one by one, then the performance can be impacted. So how is it improved in Java? So the answer to the question is using just-in-time compiler with the combination of interpreter. Okay, now let's move to another topic is your JDK, JRE, and JVM. That's really an important topic to understand because in this topic, 150% the question is expected, again, irrespective of your experience. So let's start with JDK. What is JDK and what are the question expected? So the question expected in JDK, basically JDK is Java. Let me explain what is JDK. JDK is the Java development kit. So basically, the question expected in this first question is it a platform dependent or independent? It's platform always independent. Second question is, what are the tools that you have used uh, in JDK? So they can be like Java C. Then there are a lot of tools like Java App Tool. So you should know what the Java Doc, Java App Tool does. So basically, JDK comprise of JRE plus sub development. So interview can ask two questions. Can you please tell me whether the JDK is platform dependent or independent? And can you let me know the tools which you have used from JDK? Now let's come to the next question. JRE. So JRE is Java Runtime Environment. So again, similar questions can be asked on JRE, like what is JRE platform dependent or independent? So then he will ask like what is JRE? You will tell JRE comprise of JVM and some library Java libraries. Okay, then there will be correlated questions like what are the Java libraries that are present in JRE and that you have used. Some of the examples of that is your Java language and Java util. They're one of the most famous, libraries which we are using in our programs and again, and most of the people are not aware of that. Then the last question comes: what is JVM? So JVM basically is a virtual machine, which are actually it basically converts your Java code into bytecode and then to machine code, and then finally when the processor executed, you get to see your output. So it is also a platform dependent. So these three are platform dependent. So like there can be one more question over this, like when we want to do only development, is it necessary to install JDK? No, it's not necessary. If you only want to do development, use just install JRE. Sorry, if you, I'm sorry, I just made a mistake, sorry, apologies. So if you, the question would be like if you want to only run your program, then you only need is JRE. When you want to run your program, do some development, then you use JDK. Since as the name says, it's a development kit. JRE is only for your, you know, only for running of your programs. Okay, that will be all on this topic. Then we'll go to JVM. Okay, I explained what is JVM. And then let's go to the main topic. What happens actually behind the scenes? So let us talk about it. So when we write code in form of .java, that after compilation it changes into class bytecode. This type of code provides us independent nature of language. Then when it is given to JVM will convert into machine code. This machine code is again dependent on your OS, and then it is executed by corresponding processor. So let us study, look at it how JVM internally converts into machine language. Like what are the questions expected on this on interview? So basically, there is a class loader component, there is an area component, there is execution area, and there is some native concept here. So when you give your input, a class loader will load the class, do proper initialization on the method area or heap or stack, whatever. Then it is given to the execution area, where it will be use interpreter and JIT compiler to convert into machine code, and then processor will execute. The basically the native area is all about when you want to use some third party libraries like C++, since sometimes we need some information at OS level which cannot be done by Java, so we need to call libraries like native library like C++. So the native interface help us to call these things. Okay, now this is a basic functionality of your JVM. So what are the questions expected over this? Like let me start with this here with the execution area. Let's go by this approach. So like why do we need JIT? To basically improve for performance optimization. So how does it optimize? Basically converting your bytecode into interpreter. How does it optimize? So basically, what does it sometimes you get a lot of frequent codes, which same codes are frequently received by JVM to be converted into machine code. So what does JIT will compiler will do is it will take note of that codes, already convert them into machine, create a hotspot of that, and keep in some cache. So whenever interpreter will get again that kind of code, it will pick up from the cache and just place it there. So I hope you should know what is interpreter and why we know JIT compiler, how does it optimize the performance. Then we'll talk about heap versus stack. You should know what is heap versus stack. Heap is basically the object allocation. Stack is for functions call, local variables pointing to the objects, and etc. Heap is basically have very long scope. It needs garbage collection to clear the memory. Java stack is always cleared on once the function call is terminated. Okay, PC register is all about like where you want to store the address of the next instruction that needs to be executed. The method area or static area is basically when you load a class, you basically allocate memory to the variables of that class. So you need to store it there, initialize it somewhere, allocated memory somewhere, like some especially static variables. So you will store it here. So there is very interesting question that comes over class loader. So the interesting question is like what are three different types of class loaders? So you can say bootstrap, extension, and application. So basically, okay, let me explain what does a class loader does. Loading, linking, and initialization. So these class loader will load different type of APIs like bootstrap, the core Java APIs, with, without which we cannot work. Extension is third party libraries. Application is the application libraries. Then we'll talk about linking. It will verify whether the bytecode is not corrupted, then prepare it and then resolve it. So let's study. Revision involves allocating memory for static variable. Resolution replaces simple references with direct reference to class or methods. So once we have loaded, we verify, prepare, and resolve. And initialization, they basically now actually they will initialize the memory. After initializing memory, this prepares the class for use. See. So basically, we can say like what kind of questions is like, can you let me know what are the different kind of loaders are required are present in your JVM? And there was something missing like a garbage collection, and you should know what is garbage collection, why it is used. Basically, for automatic allocation for automatic deallocation ability. So, guys, this will be all about the basics of Java, which irrespective of your experience or fresher being fresher of a or if you're applying for internship, you should know all these basics. It's like like ABCD of language. So it's like a ABCD of your Java language. Thank you. If you like a video, do share a lot. Comment, subscribe, likes would be appreciated. And do let me know in comment section if you are interested in a particular kind of topic. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my video.